The 2024 stock market crash is upon us. Guys, today has been one of the craziest days I've probably ever seen. Obviously, I'm very new to this whole investing and stock market game, but nonetheless, it was an insane day. Everywhere I look on social media, I feel like everyone's talking about this market crash. It's really unbelievable. Um, Now, last night is when the sell off began. There's been so much bad news coming out and just overall panic uh, in the whole world right now. I mean, the whole stock market as a whole is just taking a crazy, crazy hit right now. I mean, the S&P 500 alone, we took a look when it was at its bottom, was down nearly 5% in the pre-market. Insane. I have never seen that. It's really insane stuff, guys. A lot of people are losing a lot of money right now, including me. I mean, if you guys remember, a few videos ago at the peak, we were up over 20% in our portfolio. Now we're only up 6%. And at one point today, when it was really low, we were flat overall. Now, it's a blessing in disguise because even after all this, this talks of a recession and the crash and stocks taking a huge hit, we're still up. So that's a really good feeling. Um, so what's the cause of this sell-off? It's really we're experiencing peak fear in the markets right now. This is due to multiple reasons. Yeah, global tensions rising, interest rates remaining high, political uncertainty. I mean, people are talking about the Fed having to do an emergency rate cut. You had reports of Nvidia delaying their new AI chip, so that was going to affect the whole market. I mean, Nvidia is the titan in this market. It's carrying the market on its back. So when it announces something like that, I mean, I think that's and added to all this stuff. I mean, it's horrible. Then you got Warren Buffett selling 50% of his Apple stake. I remember, like, I think it was a month. No, it was a little while ago. It was a few months ago. He sold about 1% of his Apple stake, and Apple took a huge hit. And everybody panicked about Apple. So I'm honestly surprised Apple hasn't taken a bigger hit than it has. I mean, I think Warren Buffett's sitting on like a quarter of a trillion, not billion, a quarter of $1 trillion in cash. And that's very worrisome because Warren Buffett's one of these super investors where you know he isn't just playing around with millions of dollars, he's playing around with billions of dollars. A $250 billion in cash. It's really scary times out here. Everybody's really freaking out. I've been saying for a while that Apple's overvalued when you compare its growth. We're still up, overall, so we're holding our five measly shares, but I would love to see this thing tank back to the 160s if possible. I don't know if it will, and that's gonna have to be a huge hit. Um, but it's possible. I don't. Nobody knows where this market's going. As you see, your portfolio looks a little different with CrowdStrike right here. I'll talk about that in a bit. We made a lot of big moves today. So, what are my thoughts on this crash, quote unquote crash? And I say, put it in quotes because, you know, it's not like we're in 2022 again or the COVID crash, or not yet at least. This could just be the beginning of something huge, and I'll explain what I think is going to happen in a bit. But um, we're really only down about what? I mean, we're only down about 6%, which is really scary because all this panic is over 6%. Um, but like I said, this could keep going, or in my opinion, I think this is a huge, huge panic and overreaction. Yes, times are bad, and oh, Nadia just got out of the shower. She's gonna come on here in a second and talk after we just munched on some pistachio cookies. Say hi.
Hello.
We're back. So, yeah, I mean, things are bad right now. Interest rates are high. I mean, the U.S. didn't add as much jobs as was planned in July. I think we created or added I think 116,000 new jobs rather than 180 something thousand expected. So that's a horrible sign for the economy. Um, I mean, you got political uncertainty. It's just George. It's just a lot going on right now. And you take a look at let's look up the fear and greed index. I look at this every now and then. I don't really use it as a golden metric, but let's see. I mean, we're at extreme fear right now. It's crazy. And a few months ago, people would say we're in the extreme greed because of all this AI hype. But it's so crazy how quickly stuff can change. Um, so what am I doing during this quote unquote recession? Am I selling stocks? I'm not selling any stocks. The only stock that I sold today was Tesla. I sold one share of Tesla in exchange for a share of CrowdStrike. I was buying CrowdStrike like crazy this morning, down when it was under 200. I just couldn't pass it up. I added a ton of CrowdStrike. Our average cost is 230, and we're almost flat on it. We were down like 15% today on CrowdStrike. Down here, it was on 10% pre-market. Then now it's up 4% for the day. Crazy moves. Um, so no, I'm not selling stocks, and I don't think it's a good time to be selling stocks. I think this is the time to be buying, and I'll explain why in a second. But when you really take a look at these valuations, it's not for some stocks. They're richly valued, but take a look at Google. I mean, you got we got a Ford PE of 21 on Google. Insane. I mean, that's ridiculously cheap. Let's look at Meta. Remember, these are the two of my favorite stocks. Ford PE on Meta, 23, and that's with amazing growth. Let's look at CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike's a little expensive because of its growth, but when you consider its growth, a Ford PE of 54 isn't horrible. Shopify also is pretty expensive. It has great growth though, growing double digits easily. Ford PE of 55. So Shopify and CrowdStrike are about in the same valuation metrics. But I think there's some really good deals in this market right now. I think there is so much fear. It's a great time to buy. I think people will realize this. I think in about 2 to 3 years, people are going to be looking back at this time like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have bought more then. I don't think the market's going to crash. I don't think we're in a crash. I think we're just kind of in an extreme panic selling atmosphere right now. People don't know what to do. The past few months have been so bullish in the stock market, and this has been quite a dramatic drop. And it's scary to watch prices fall so quickly overnight. But what stocks am I buying now? I bought a lot of stocks today. I bought some Google. I think I bought Google. I didn't buy any Meta because I just only have so much money. I bought some Amazon. I bought a lot of CrowdStrike, like I said. Didn't buy any Apple, no Nvidia. I wish I could have got some Nvidia down here at $92. That's crazy. There were some really good deals this morning, but I only have so much cash on hand. Sold a share of Tesla, and I bought a little bit of what? I don't have any cash. I have no buying power. I'm poor.
Okay.
Nadia thinks I'm rich or something. Nadia's the rich one. And I bought a little bit of Shopify. Palantir actually announced earnings today. Blew it out of the water, unfortunately. So now it's at $28 a share. I was hoping they'd miss and they'd go down to under $20, but that didn't happen. But it is what it is. We're not chasing. Let's see what Palantir's Ford PE is real quick. Ford PE of 74. That's really expensive. It's great growth, but god dang. God. Look at this chart, man. This ugly chart. God. But it's all right. We're gonna bounce back in a few months / years time. We're gonna be looking back like, oh my gosh, this was nothing. This was such a overreaction. But I could be wrong. Maybe this is the beginning of something huge, and we're going into some crazy market crash and recession over the next year. I don't see it, but take a look at these companies' earnings. That way, they just announced for Q2 they were strong. So I'm not panicking. I'm buying as much as possible over the next 1 to 3 months, and I think everybody should be doing that. But I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some teenager on YouTube rambling.
You're literally 20 years
What?
old. You're literally 20.
Give a little introduction. Talk about something for like two minutes.
Wait, about what?
Something.
Hi guys, this is Nadia. I've been here before. Actually,
Nadia, oh my gosh, that was crazy.
No way you just did that on camera.
You're not blaming me for that.
That is so unhinged. That's
okay, talk about something else.
Let's clarify.
Talk about what you think. Don't talk politics, but talk about what you think about America and where its economy is heading.
Okay, sorry. This room is full of toxic smells right now because Elijah can't keep it shut.
I'm gonna show you guys some Nadia stocks.
What did you say that I was talking about?
America's economy and where it's heading.
So
this is a Nadia stock right
guys,
here.
Am I allowed to say which political party I'm with? Or like no?
Don't say it.
Why not? Let's just be honest, guys.
All right, screw it. Yeah, let's go full
Yeah, I
MAGA.
don't care about anyone's opinion. If Trump wins, our economy is going to be great. And, back how it was if this.
Coconut Tree Harris? The significance of the passage of time is significant because when the passage of time is significant.
Yeah, because my mom told us you guys fell off of coconut trees. Obnoxious laugh.
We're not getting political.
We're not getting political.
This is why I can't bring Nadia on the channel, because now I'm gonna get like dislikes.
But basically, if Kamala wins, you guys should probably expect
stocks to not perform as well.
Stocks to literally die, and the stock market.
I hope not. Jesus.
Not gonna be a thing anymore, and I'm moving back to Albania. Anyway.
All right, that's enough of Nadia. Thank
guys,
you very much.
Follow Elijah's new business, Buff and Tough,
on Instagram. Yeah,
on
do that.
Instagram, and make sure that you're spreading the word, because these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, especially when it comes to stocks. I mean, look at my 1 month performance. It's been great. We're back.
Anyway, I'm gonna pass this over because this is not my jam. Bye.
I'm trying to get Nadia into stocks right now, but she's being.
I'm afraid of losing money, guys. Money, my hard-earned money.
Bro, we've been waiting for a market pullback forever, and now it's happening. And now no one wants to buy. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. This has kind of been a long video, rambling. Don't panic whenever. What did Warren Buffett say? Whenever others are fearful is when you should be greedy. Whenever others are greedy, you should be fearful. Stick by that. Buy stocks. Buy good quality companies that you're confident in and have high conviction in. And I'll see you guys in the next video.